I enjoy problem solving, I enjoy puzzles. And I think mountain sport is a giant puzzle with consequence. My name's Eric Carter. I live in Squamish, British Columbia, and I'm a ski mountaineer and mountain athlete. I don't think there's like a question that I'm a bit of a gear person. When we're traveling in the mountains, you're dealing with challenges and problems as they arise. To me, solving those problems, that we stay warm and dry and moving through something efficiently and safely is really appealing. A big component of my training is getting a bit away from running where your legs are kind of flowing with the terrain to this like uphill plodding almost. For me, that's like carrying a heavier backpack, so I'll carry weights and I can hike uphill to really simulate that same kind of movement.
How heavy are those?
20 kilos total.
20 kilos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where I feel that training paying off is, when I'm boot packing up a 1,000-meter couloir after a day of approaching, I don't want to be feeling tired and feeling how heavy my pack is. I like tinkering with stuff, working on the house and working on the RV and trying to figure out the electrical and not electrocute myself. I guess that's a puzzle as well. Okay, now we can clean the fridge. I live down the street from one of our designers. I can just go to his garage and we can tinker on backpacks, work on prototypes, check out different materials and stuff.
It's 35, the is 85, so that's like lighter than this. So 35.
And I see people out there running around with the running pack that we developed or using the ski pack that I got to give input on. And so it's pretty cool to see that go onto shelves in the stores. As training time becomes more limited, whether it's family, whether it's job, whatever, the time that's available has to be used as effectively as possible. That structured plan moves your fitness in the direction that you want it to go. As I started my career, I was recording my heart rate data every session and keeping close track. Like I've got the training logs for years of spreadsheets and records and all that.
2016, 37,000 meters.
36,000?
37.
Now I don't need to wear a heart rate monitor to know about how hard I'm working. But it took 10 years of wearing a heart rate monitor to get to that point. I grew up competitive Nordic skiing, but here, you don't have to be limited to that stripe of piste kind of hamster wheel. There was always kind of that nagging, like there's so much more to the mountains, and thinking like, oh, maybe I'm not doing this perfectly right. That idea of fast and light allows you to go further and see places that other people might not be able to get to. But it also can't be the most all-encompassing thing. In my opinion, we have to reframe how we're looking at competition. In the mountains, I'm not competing against another person. If you start to look at it from this perspective, you risk kind of losing sight of the things that are most important for safety. And so instead, I want to do things that I can have the most fun and do it in a way that is as safe as possible. I'm not giving up a day of my life and a day with my family to go do something that's not fun. It's stupid.